welcome to another episode of Sincerely V. I am Vanessa Gyan, and as you know, this season is all about being interactive. So you have to make sure to follow me on Twitter at Vanessa_Jan, on Instagram at Vanessa_Jan. Follow ETVGH on Twitter also, and of course our Facebook page, ETV Ghana. I'll be giving out random prizes to whoever's more interactive with me. You can just tweet hello, you can say who's inspired you your whole life. Just let's be interactive, gifts upon gifts upon gifts, just because. And you can also text me at, for all networks, it's 1721, and for Airtel users, it's 1821, and our WhatsApp number is 020-2222-054. Remember, this season is all about being interactive. Ladies, tweet, text, it's all about you. And I want to introduce you to my guest for today, Andrea Owusu. She's also known as Efia Odo.
Yes.
I would like to say that's her alter ego.
Yeah. My alter ego, yeah, kind of.
A lot of people know her because she is a social media, I would say, phenom.
Yes.
You have thousands of followers, like thousands upon thousands. You get like thousands of likes under a picture within minutes.
Not minutes, like, you know, like an hour or two.
Like an hour? But that's still a lot.
Yeah.
But before we get into Efia Odo, I want to go back to Andrea Owusu.
No one even knows that name.
No one knows Andrea, and that's why it's perfect.
Yes.
For them to actually get to know who you were before you became the social media phenom.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, it's true.
So let's start off. You were born in Ghana.
Yes, I was born in Ghana.
Yes.
I was born in Kumasi. Well, it's Jobbing, but I think it's part of Kumasi.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. I live with my grandmother and my just, you know, family.
Right.
And whatnot. So then I went to live in Kumasi. What's that place called? I'm so bad with names.
I know, don't worry.
It's called Franchimbra.
Okay.
Franchimbra, yeah.
Yes.
I was living with my auntie until the age of 5 or 6.
Okay.
That's when I left Kumasi and came to America.
Okay, so where did you school? You were very young though in Kumasi. You were only up until 5.
I was what did I school in Kumasi?
Yes.
I was schooling as Opokwari.
Okay.
I think I remember Opokwari.
Okay.
Yeah, Opokwari. That's how I was schooling. But it's like, what is it, like primary school?
Right.
Yeah. And then like right after, like I was 6, my mom called me and said, hey, bring your butt here.
Okay, so you were raised by your grandmother.
I was raised by my grandmother, my mom's older sisters, like just immediate family.
So like no male figures in a sense were around.
Like I can say like I saw my father.
Okay.
As far as I can remember, I saw my father at times. But
okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
And you said you moved to the U.S. at the age of 6.
Yeah, 6 going on 7.
How would you say that shock of culture was? Because you've been here for 5 years, and then you're just shifted to the States.
Well, honestly, when you're young, you don't really get that kind of shock,
right?
You know, so I think I adjusted pretty fast,
right?
I love the food. My first thing I wanted to eat was McDonald's, and I had like so
really?
much ketchup. It's crazy, but yeah, it wasn't really any cultural shock for me. I adjusted pretty well, you know.
So you wouldn't say the drastic change affected maybe your teenage years?
Not at all. I fit in. I fit into wherever I go. I'm like a chameleon.
Okay.
So like I kind of just fit into everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Andrea growing up was a church girl. Were you raised in the church?
Okay, well, coming from a Ghanaian family, African
right.
family, of course, we're taught to go to church.
Right.
You have no choice but to go to church, even though you don't want to go to church.
Right.
So, like, my young years, I was going to church because I had to.
Right.
And then my later teenage years, when I was about, like, 17
right.
or 18, I remember I was, like, working at Abercrombie, and my mom was like, there's this church, they have a prayer line, you know, they're having I don't know if it was a convention or
right.
they go away for like a few days.
Oh, like a retreat.
Like a retreat, yeah.
Okay.
So she said I should go. I'm like, I don't want to go to no retreat.
Right.
I'm 18. I want to have fun
yeah.
with my friends. But then I ended up going.
Okay.
And that is where I got like deeply involved in the church and being a bit more spiritual.
Okay.
So it started from the age 18 going up.
Because there was a point, what I recall, you were going to church every single day.
Literally.
There wasn't a day that Andrea was not going to church. She was always preaching to everyone.
That church is great.
That
God
church
is good.
great.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, when people are going out to enjoy, she's saying, nope, I'm in church.
Yeah.
What was the spiritual connection you would say at that time?
Okay, I remember. I think I was 19 or 20. There's this church in the Bronx.
Okay.
Back in
Bronx, New York.
Yeah, Bronx, New York.
Yeah.
It's called Holy Fire International Church.
Okay.
There's this lady. I didn't know that my spirit loved worship so much.
Okay.
Like I had no idea. I heard her singing. It was a tree worship.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, who is that? Like I didn't know how to explain the feeling that I got when I heard the worship. So
Right.
just at that point, I was like, no, this is something that I love, and that's what actually made me go to church, is just worship.
Right.
And when you worship with God, there's this connection that you can't even get
Right.
anywhere else. Even
Right.
when you're at home and worshiping, it's just
true.
the atmosphere is just different. So,
But then a few years have passed now. You're all over the internet. I think they've even labeled this new Efia Odo. I won't say Andrea Owusu, because Andrea Owusu is the church girl. Efia Odo, like the Rihanna of Ghana.
What?
Mind you, this was prior to you even stepping foot in Ghana.
are you serious?
Yes.
Wait, the Rihanna of Ghana?
Yes.
What? Why?
Well, if you look at Andrea, or I should say Efia, on Instagram, on Twitter, she's very comfortable, I guess we can say, in her own skin.
Yes.
So I want to touch on quickly what occurred between you going to church one day and you becoming Efia Odo.
Okay.
Because it's definitely a drastic change.
Drastic change, yes it is. Okay, you know, as you get older, your spirit kind of just takes you to different directions.
Okay.
And I flow with my spirit, you know. I don't think with my brain, I think with like my spiritual
Okay.
senses. So
You don't think with your brain.
no, I don't think with my brain.
Okay.
My
that's
brain sometimes
interesting.
it sounds weird, but
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but I flow. I just
Okay.
flow with everything. I just flow. So Andrea Owusu and Efia Odo, there's not really much of a big difference.
Okay.
They're the same person, but it's just like who I used to be. I guess the church girl,
Right.
the Christian, and who I am now. I'm myself now. I felt
Okay.
like I was pretending before.
So you were being someone else to make other people happy, or
The thing, like, I love worship. I love God.
Right.
I don't put a title on myself as a Christian or a religious
Okay.
person. I'm just a spiritual person who loves God, and I just believe in love and doing whatever your mind, whatever makes you happy.
Right.
But not a selfish happy, because sometimes you can be happy,
Right.
but it's a selfish happy that makes someone else miserable.
Right.
So I believe in an unselfish happiness, and I believe in just being free spirited. So
Okay.
Efia Odo is just someone who just loves life and just does whatever they want without thinking what
other
other
people
people are
say.
thinking. Because if you live your life for others, you will never live life.
Right. That's
would-
true. But we're still trying to get the
The switch.
what happened, because it
Okay.
wasn't like a gradual change.
It just like boom.
With the blink of an eye, you became Efia Odo.
Things-
First it was Niakola, we would say that.
Niakola.
Then it was Efia.
I got that name. I don't know where I got that name.
Yeah, so we need to know, like, what
You
want
want to get deep. You want to get deep.
Of course.
You're trying to get deep with
That
me.
is what this platform is all about.
I don't want to
Efia.
cry on set, okay? But it's just you experience certain things
Right.
in the church, out the church. You see certain things that goes on, and it's like, is this what God is about? Is this what church is about? Is this what Christianity is about?
Okay.
The things that I've seen, the things that I experienced, the things that I was like, no, this can't be what being a Christian is about. This
Right. So what was it that you saw?
no, I
Because we need to know, because you are the social media phenom. People want to know who you are beyond just what we're gonna get into
Okay.
shortly, you know?
Okay. I believe if you're gonna worship God,
Mm-hmm.
like the Bible says, you worship in truth and in spirit.
Okay.
And I wasn't seeing any truth.
Okay.
I feel like God deserves more than what we even give him.
Okay.
Even when we give him 100%, he deserves way more than that. And our 100% is like 1%.
Right.
So it's like, why am I pretending like I'll go to church? I wasn't a pure Christian, but I'll go to church Sunday.
Right.
And then at one point, I didn't even want a boyfriend, because I feel like, oh my God, like if I'm gonna give myself to God, like I can't have a boyfriend, because these men out here, they don't understand the spiritual connection there is with God. Like,
Right.
I don't want to be having sex and then going to church on Sunday. Like, I feel so evil. So all of that with the lifestyle, who I really wanted to be, like, I'm very free.
Okay.
And I can't be free in church and then be worse. Well, that's what I was taught.
Okay.
That you
But
can't be this spontaneous, whatever kind of girl if you're going to worship God.
Okay.
You can't dress this way. You can't look that way. You can't have your
Right.
hair this way.
Okay, so you know what? When we get back from the break, we're gonna get into Efia Odo, the social media celebrity who has been linked to a few people in the industry. We're gonna find out more. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Vanessa_Gyan. Follow ETVGH. Follow us on Facebook. Make sure to WhatsApp me all your thoughts, especially on Efia and today's episode, 02022222054. You're tuned into Sincerely V, and we'll be right back.
Nothing.
Welcome back to Sincerely V. I am here with Efia Odo. Many people know her from Twitter, from Instagram, Facebook, and we're getting into her life. You know, people know the surface. We've gotten into your background history, you going to church, you deciding, you know what, it's time for you to live life the way you want to live life. So, okay, we went into the church. You got emotional. So we're going to stray a little bit away from that.
Good.
Good? Okay.
Yes.
So, you can say are you no longer Andrea Owusu?
I'm Andrea Owusu when I need to be Andrea Owusu.
And when exactly is that?
When I'm on my parents.
Well, that's when you're
like,
Andrea.
Even then, I'm like Efia Odo. Like, I don't like to pretend to be like, you know, I'm just so prim and proper, and
Right.
I just like to just be me, you know,
Right.
no fakeness. I hate fake things,
Right.
except for my hair and like my makeup and stuff.
So you said, you cracked me up actually. So you said Efia is a free spirit.
Yes.
Who else is Efia Odo?
I think a free spirit it summarizes everything.
Okay.
I'm like I said, I'm not religious. I'm not.
But do you believe there is
I believe in God. Of course I believe in
Okay.
God. I believe in God, having a clear conscience, doing good, and just love. Love
Okay.
is the foundation for everything. So
Okay.
that's exactly what I believe in.
Okay. And, you know, I mentioned in the beginning, and you giggled, that you've been described as the Rihanna of Ghana.
I don't know why.
But is that how you want to be portrayed? Because you're on Instagram, and, okay, you like I said, you're comfortable in your own skin.
Yes, very
You're not
comfortable.
afraid to show your body.
Nope.
You always say you were born naked, so
Yep.
why not just be naked?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But is that who you want to be? Think 10 years from now, 15 years from now, or when you have kids, is that how you want to be remembered? Because you've moved back, in a sense.
In a sense,
you're getting
yeah.
into the industry. You're getting into acting. Do you not think that it's going to be a one-track mind that people are going to have when it comes to even, like, getting roles in a movie? You understand?
Well, I understand that, but just because you have to get to know me, and I guess being on TV, you get to know me, you feel me.
Right.
I'm not about sexual things, or maybe I'm portrayed that way because of how I am. I can dress sophisticated today, and I can dress like a whatever tomorrow.
Right.
I can dress like a boy today. I can dress like an old lady tomorrow. It's just I have different characters.
Right.
And that's even why I feel like the whole acting thing is in me, because I can
can
be so
portray
I can
different-
portray different roles, different
Right.
things, from the way I dress, the way I eat, the way I talk. So I don't want people to see me as just this sex object, or I'm looking for attention, or
And that's what I was going to ask you, because, you know, when I came up with the show, obviously people are asking me, who am I going to interview? Who are some of my guests? I mentioned a few people. I mentioned you. And the first question was, but what does she do?
okay.
So what does Efia Odo do?
Efia Odo is an entertainer. Like, I just love to make people smile and make people happy, no matter what it is. Like, if it's acting, if it's comedy, I think I'm funny sometimes.
Right.
If it's singing in the shower, which is the only time I sound good.
Okay.
Or if it's whatever, if it's like, I don't know, having like a, what do you call those things when they have like celebrities go and do things for like missionaries?
Giving
if it's
back
yeah, if it's
okay.
I'm up for anything that's in making others happy and making others feel good.
Okay.
You know, I'm not a sex object.
Right.
It's just unfortunate that in our culture you can't be who you are in a sense
Right.
as me just being this free spirited soul. I'm not a show. I don't cover up.
But do you feel like you're being judged?
I'm being judged
based
wrongly.
on-
I'm being judged from the way, you can't judge me from my Instagram.
Yeah, but I think because we live in a social media world
kind
right
of
now,
world.
like someone wants to like say book you for anything, they will go on your Instagram. You get me?
But then my
and they're gonna think, okay, but what is she?
But I'm so
doing?
versatile. If you can see my
Right.
videos, I'm dancing.
You are.
I'm doing some little.
You're
funny,
dancing, and
my
that's how. I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh
because
God.
She does her dance moves to different artists.
Yes.
And one that caught many's attention was a dance to Iyanya's one of his songs.
Is it the Away?
Yeah.
I let you feel it before.
And he actually
Yeah.
retweeted it onto his timeline. I think that also boosted your following.
Yeah, I did. I
Right?
got like 1,000 extra followers.
And then by the time we all knew, you're in the States. Obviously, he's in Niger.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow you guys were linked together. You, I don't know, met up with him. Yeah, so let's get into that because how does it go from... I think he was actually looking for girls for his next video.
No, the thing
Or-
is, he wanted to promote his song
Right.
Away.
Mhm.
So he asked people to just like make dances.
Right.
Because there was a routine dance that he had. So everyone
Yeah.
had to like choreograph it. And my sister and I were like, hey, let's just do it. And then I took it upon myself and did it myself. Because I wanted to, be there.
Yes.
So then, yeah, I did mine. I guess, I think you have to email it to him or send it through a DM, Instagram DM.
Okay, yeah.
So then, it wasn't just my video. It was like a whole bunch of other people's video.
Okay.
So then they saw it, they put it up there, and then his manager, Ubi Franklin, messaged me and said, emailed me and said, they're shooting the video in London.
Okay.
Will I be looking forward to
Coming
come?
out.
I'm like, you know me, I'm spontaneous. I'm like, oh yeah, sure.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, and that's just how it is. There's no
And then there was the rumors that maybe you guys are
dating, and no, we're not dating.
Okay.
He's very.
Have you dated anyone in the industry yet? And you're fresh in a sense still,
I'm fresh.
right?
So some more meat to go look after.
And then you
No.
so you
I'm not dating anyone
Okay.
in the industry,
okay.
but I do have some male friends that are very nice that I'm just cool with,
Okay.
just vibing.
And would you say growing up maybe without a father has made an impact on your life and who you are now? Because as you said in the first half, you were raised by all women. You didn't really have the father figure around.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that possibly has affected you without you even directly knowing?
I didn't directly know that it affected me when I was younger, but it's now that I grow up, when I'm like 18, 19, 20, that it's like, it's affected me
Right?
emotionally, mentally.
Right.
It's like you want love so bad. I'm
So-
crying. It's like you want love so bad
Right.
from a male,
Right.
and you don't have it, so you seek it in other men.
Right.
And as a child, you think that it's okay, But now that I'm older, I'm like, wow, like I really need my father. I need someone to like love me, a
Right.
man, not a boy that's think that they're a man.
Right.
So it affected me in many ways. I'm still affected to this day,
Okay.
but I don't let that to be an excuse
Okay.
to hold me down for anything in my life.
Okay.
But now that I'm in Ghana, my father's in Ghana, we're
Okay.
rekindling, we're
Good.
talking.
I think that's actually perfect because I don't think it's ever too late.
It's never too late. It's you as a person that make a choice.
Right.
I don't blame my father for not being in my life. Maybe because he didn't have a way. He's in Ghana. I'm in America.
Right.
I'm young. Maybe it was some kind of miscommunication between him and my
Right.
mom. I never put the blame on my father. I just wish
You had that.
I had that in my life. I probably wouldn't be who I am. So it's a negative and kind of a positive.
And that's my next question. How would you say, actually, mine is, what would you say has been the negative aspect of being this social media celebrity? And what has been the positive aspect?
To me, honestly, I don't see anything negative because, well, the negative things that are brought upon me I don't see it as negative because I don't really care. But, you know, the comments that people say, like, I'm a whore, I'm a slut. I had this video. I had gotten an opportunity to do something, and then I got a video. I had a video praising God, singing. I was crying, singing, like, oh my God. I was singing this street worship. And I was singing it. I was on my Instagram. And I was singing it. And then some people will put, God doesn't like whores and sluts. And I'm like, you don't know me.
Right.
Who are you to call me a whore and a slut? Right. What does me praising God for doing something so beautiful and sharing with people how does that make me different?
Right.
So that's the only negative things that come on my page is those negative comments, but I don't really care because I know who I am.
Right.
I'm not a whore, slut. I'm just this free-spirited person that just do whatever they want. That's all.
That's all. Okay, so Andrea?
Efia.
Sorry. We're going to take another quick break.
Okay.
Okay, so make sure to tweet me at Vanessa_Gyan or your thoughts on today's episode. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. Welcome back to Sincerely V. I am Vanessa Gyan, and I'm here with Efia Odo, who has definitely kept us entertained for the past 30 minutes.
It's good.
But there's still a little bit more I want to get into. There's obviously young girls who follow you on Instagram, follow you on Facebook, follow you on Twitter. What advice would you give them if they're looking up to you?
As in advice, as in like being yourself, or is it like the entertainment business, or is it
in general?
In general,
the little girl who says, "I want to be just like Efia Odo." Would you be like, "Yeah"?
No, don't be just like me. Be you.
Okay.
Be comfortable with yourself.
Right.
The world today is just full of just negative things.
Yeah.
Being portrayed as positive.
Right.
It's so hard for someone that's so young to know what right is, because the wrong things are becoming right nowadays. Yeah. So I'm not gonna say don't be like me. Be yourself. Whatever makes you happy. Okay. Not the selfish happy, but the happy, the genuinely happy. Right. You know, just be yourself. Live life. Listen to your mother and your parents. Go to school. Get an education. You know, just those things. But do whatever makes you happy and just love. My everyday thing is love. Okay. Love is the foundation of life.
Right.
If you love someone, you won't do things to hurt them. If you love yourself, you won't do things to hurt yourself.
Right.
So that's just my advice to every little girl that wants to be like me. Don't be like me.
Efia
be yourself. Be you.
And when it comes to Instagram, how many times do you post a day? I think since you've been in Ghana, you haven't been posting as much as when you're in the States.
Because I don't have Wi-Fi everywhere I go.
And when you started getting the likes, what was going through your mind? Was it just you knew it was gonna happen, or were you shocked? Like, okay, I'm getting thousands of likes under one picture.
I don't know. It's just I didn't expect it. I did not expect it. It's just there. It's just okay, whatever. Yeah. Sometimes I'll get 1,000. Sometimes I'll get 500. It's just.
And I noticed also when you have clothes on, you get less likes.
No,
it is true.
That's not true.
Than when you're maybe in a bikini or when you're like doing Mr. Oreo dance. There is a significant difference.
Because most of my followers are men, and men, these young boys, they're so. They like those kind of things. So yeah, most of my likes do come from men. Yeah, so unfortunately that's the case.
Okay. And you're now back here.
Yes.
For a while. What can everyone expect from the controversial Efia Odo? Because you've already started you've landed some movie roles.
Yes.
You were recently pictured with Jackie Appiah.
Yes.
You were recently in a video for Lida Todd.
Lida Todd.
Yes. Yeah. He's based in the States, but he was out here for a while. So what else can we expect from you?
You can expect those things, like, you know, me being in videos. But I kind of want to push away from the videos because my main thing is acting, which is like
your passion.
My passion. I breathe, I live my whole life is like a movie sometimes. I think I'm like Angelina Jolie today and Beyonce tomorrow, whatever. So like you can expect that, all that in entertainment, acting, I guess, hosting, or maybe I have my own TV show like Vanessa over here. Hey. Yeah, so that's just what I'm about. Just the whole entertainment and whatnot.
The whole entertainment.
And I also since I was young, I always wanted to do missionary work. Okay. And that involves money. So whatever it is that I can do to raise money and then do missionary. Like I want to go to Zimbabwe and India and Kenya and just.
Well, it's all about hard work.
It's all about hard work.
Always. But you also have to remember about your image. And I have to say that, Efia, because we are here. It's not like we're abroad anymore, where, you know, it's okay to be the Rihanna. But here they paint a picture, and that image is what they stick with forever.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, if you want to succeed in the industry on a positive note, you have to try to, I don't want to say reevaluate your life, because obviously you are who you are, but just be a little bit more conscious about what you put out there.
As in my bikinis and stuff.
Well, we all go to the beach.
Because honestly,
we all do the bikini pictures, but it's just, there's more to it.
There's more to, well, I think it's because when I'm really, I guess, naked is when I have my bikinis on, because most of my pictures, I'm actually home. I'm not really into that club life, all those things. Right. So, like, I dress like this on a normal day. Yes, I can cover up. Right. I don't cover up when I'm on the beach. I'm not going to go to the beach with some sweatpants on. I'm going to wear a bikini. And I'll post it. But I'll cover up more since I'm back home and my people are a little bit different.
And before we wrap up, just let them know how to follow you on Instagram.
Okay, my Instagram name, I change it sometimes, but my Instagram name is Efia, EFIA _ODO. Efia Odo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm very happy that you were able to just speak your mind and let everyone know who you are beyond just Instagram Efia Odo.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity too.
And thank you for everyone for tuning in. I have to obviously shout out Aya Morrison. She is my clothing sponsor for the season. Thank you, thank you. Don't forget to tweet me at Vanessa_Gyan, at ETVGH. I'll be back next week with another spanking episode. I am Vanessa Gyan. Thank you.